Welcome to a One Take Podcast, episode one. Oh crap! What episode is this?
Are we in the 200s?
Yeah, why? Yeah, I don't know why I said. Okay, episode 206.
206.
Episode 206, the 98th Academy Awards edition. And guys, I don't know where to start. Somebody said that Sinners had a Draymond Green stat line, and that makes me sad.
No,
4 of 16.
no,
that is
that's
Draymond.
disrespect to Sinners for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it
That
feels
is a
crazy to say
disrespect.
that an Oscars movie shot a tour date, but like,
Yeah,
whatever.
So the big winner of the night, obviously, is One Battle After Another. Takes home Best Director, Best Picture, Best Editing, Best
adapted.
Screenplay,
best casting.
Best Casting, the new Oscar for Best
That's
Casting.
when we knew. As soon as they won Best Casting, it was like, oh, it's their night. Sinners hadn't won anything yet, and then they win Best Casting, which we have no way of like going back and looking at the precursors because there's never been this Oscar before. But when they won that, I thought, okay, this is probably One Battle's night from someone who's too Oscar built.
I was like, the Sinners agenda is over.
Yeah, that's when it died. That's when the dream died.
So we'll start here. Conan O'Brien hosts. I know nobody wants to hear this, but really cool set tonight.
I really like this set too. I said the same thing.
Yeah.
The
So what?
opening was sick. Conan O'Brien was pretty funny. You know, it wasn't all hits, but
Making it weapons themed as well. The opening joke, the opening bit, I thought that was good. You know, making it weapons themed.
Yeah, Weapons for not getting a lot of awards play, and I've argued that it should have gotten more. But like Zach Kreger literally could not campaign because he's making a movie in he was at the Oscars tonight, but he's like making a movie in Bulgaria or wherever he's making a movie.
Yeah.
He couldn't really campaign, but Amy Madigan comes away with the first award. Spoiler, I guess, if you haven't seen the broadcast.
It's okay, we can spoil.
We can spoil it. Yeah, it's only being tweeted about by everyone. But Amy Madigan wins for Weapons for the least amount of screen time in any movie by a supporting actress that was nominated this year. But it's still cool to see Weapons get this kind of pub, especially starting off the Oscars with a Weapons bit.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. And Amy Madigan deserved that shit. It was really cool to see her come up there and just be like, oh my God, golly gee, I won an Oscar. What the fuck?
Yeah, I like that.
She was cool as shit accepting it, man. She was like, her speech was cool and chill, and also,
she had that shit on.
Who knew she was married to Ed Harris? I didn't know that.
I didn't
know that either.
Y'all didn't know that?
I was completely shocked when she walked up there.
Yeah, I saw Ed Harris. I was like, what is he? Are they married? Are they together? Are they on a date? What's going on?
Are they on a date to the Oscars?
They've been married since 1983. I was like, what?
Yeah. There's a crazy clip of them not standing for Elia Kazan. If you've seen that clip, when he was honored in like the 90s he got an honorary award for the Oscars, and they said absolutely not and did not stand for him when he came back and got an honorary Oscar. But yeah, they've been doing it since they've been together, like 40 years or something like that. But it was cool.
Fucking nuts. Good for them.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. So, I mean, we started with that. I mean, obviously, like we can go down the list, but what do y'all think about?
Let me say something about. First of all, this is really a win for real cinema, Little Giants with Ed Harris, which is one of the greatest movies. So we're counting that as an Oscar for this film as well. Second of all, it is just so dope to see somebody win an Oscar for like a legitimate horror villain. Like this is a like Weapons is not all the way a horror movie. It's not a horror movie at all times of the film, but her part of the movie is legitimately a horror movie, like through and through. And for a horror villain, a horror monster to win an Oscar award is just so fucking cool that can be a thing that we can even accomplish. Shout out to Weapons. I really like Weapons. That felt really good. That was a great way to start the night. I really enjoyed that.
It was crazy because like me and Garrett, we went to see a Weapons screening together here in Houston, and we walked out of the movie being like, oh yeah, everyone's gonna dress up as her for Halloween, and like she's one of my favorite characters I've seen in a long time. I did not walk out of Weapons thinking she's gonna win an Oscar, but she did, and that's so fucking cool.
It's insane. It's insane. Like you said, Tej, great for movies, great for cinema, because like horror is a genre, and we saw Sinners win a bunch as well. But Weapons being recognized and winning the one Oscar it got nominated for, I thought it was amazing. So And also, it was a total toss up between the entire category itself. So her winning, I agree with. I'm cool with it.
That felt so good.
It felt good. It felt good.
There were a lot of feel good wins tonight, for real.
Yeah.
I don't want to like put it out in this way because we've done this before where it's like pitting two women against each other. It's like that's awful. But Dex, you've talked about it before. She kind of walked Tiana Taylor down a little bit in this category.
She did. She did.
Dude,
Bag,
yeah.
dude.
She did.
I totally forgot her comments in January, and he reminded me because I picked Tiana in our pool, and he reminded me, and I was like, oh.
As soon as she was like, I don't think Kanye is that bad of a guy, it was like, all right, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
talking. Actually,
And it's
But
tough.
She
Once
was the first one to stand up and clap for Amy. So
Yeah.
She was.
awesome.
I mean,
She
once
did a lot of
she
clapping tonight. She was a very good audience member for sure. She did a lot of
she
clapping.
was happy to
tonight.
be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really was.
once she won that the actors. It's not called the Screen Actors Guild Award, the Actors Award. It kind of turned the tide, and we saw that with another award winner who we'll talk about here in a minute. But
Mhm.
let's go down the list. I guess we can start with what they have it on the Oscars website, so we'll just go there. Michael B. Jordan wins the
I said there
Oscar
were
for
feel-good
Best
wins
Actor.
tonight. That's the most feel good Best Actor win that I've seen since I started watching the Oscars a few years ago. Like I feel so goddamn good for Michael B. Jordan. Good for him, man. Like it's crazy to think that like a movie that came out, I think it came out in April, so like almost a full year before the Oscars.
Yeah.
It's a legitimate movie star who like we've seen do just like normal blockbuster shit. He's been at this for like 20 years or whatever, starting with like The Wire and going to Friday Night Lights and all the other shit that he's done. It's just crazy that he won an Oscar for a genre film like Sinners. That doesn't
Mhm.
happen. He's a black
Insane.
dude too. Like that doesn't happen. You know, like this is just.
Is
I
he
was losing my
the?
mind when
He's
won.
the sixth black man or sixth person of color to win
Six, yeah.
an Oscar.
Only 6?
Yeah.
To win a Best Actor or Best Actress, I think that
Right.
those are the
So I still haven't been able to watch his speech. I was like 5 hours behind y'all because I was doing
Oh,
something. I mean,
He was,
I
he- it
I said this was my Super Bowl, but talk about his speech a little bit. I'll get to it when after we're done recording here. But I know the winners, but I haven't.
He
seen
was
his
obviously
speech.
very gracious, great speech. You could tell that he was legitimately moved by it and legitimately a bit shocked. And obviously, for the last couple of weeks, he kind of walked Timothy down. Maybe Timothy didn't help by talking shit about the ballet and talking shit about the opera, but
They were on his head for tonight.
Yeah,
they made a couple jokes about that, and so he took it in stride. I think he knew it was
Like best documentary short film, like took a stab at him or something like that. Like, dude.
But it was a great speech by Michael B. Jordan. But it's just so insane to see. Michael B. Jordan has been doing it for so long on TV and in movies, and has turned himself into a legitimate movie star. And so for him to now be given this, and it's not like some of these guys we see, and we like for when Leo won his first Oscar, we had already been putting out into the universe like, when the fuck are y'all going to give Leo his Oscar? Every year it felt like he put out something that was worthy of that, and then he does a movie that no one really remembers and no one really cares about, and they finally give it to him. And I feel like that's not what happened to Michael B. Jordan. It's not like people a year ago you could see people tweeting about, oh my God, Michael B. Jordan's got to be a Best Actor, because he's kind of modeled himself as more of like I'm a movie star actor. And it's really cool that we can see these moments in Oscar history where the person who's just out there trying to make what they call popcorn could still be considered for an Oscar award when they make something that's worthy of it. And Sinners is obviously that. Sinners has obviously broken the record for most nominations. So for him to be at the center of that movie and playing two very different characters and to be given an Oscar award for that, how could you not feel good about that, man? What an incredible moment. What an
And
incredible
we
moment.
didn't even do like the Zoe Saldana thing where people were like, "Oh, well, she is in like the highest grossing movies of all time," and she blah 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 blah. Like, no, we even have that. Michael B. Jordan is just like he's been plugging away at this for years and years and years, and he just finally broke through. He he locked in with Ryan Coogler a few years ago, been putting out bangers, and then like just all of a sudden it just all came together. Like the stars just aligned for him, and he got it done.
I think he should have been nominated for Creed back in 2015 for his performance in that. because of how good it is. I mean, Sylvester Stallone got nominated for that movie.
No,
I think
no, he didn't. He lost.
did.
Yeah,
he lost,
did
but he got nominated. Yeah,
that's true.
But I think Michael B. Jordan should have got nominated for that movie. You know, and winning for this one it's a huge win for him because of how good Sinners is and what it is in this generation. Because going forward, it's going to be a classic forever. And I was actually split on Michael B. Jordan and Timothy winning because I was like, I would be really happy for either of them winning. You know, they're both really, really good. And like you were saying, Tej, with Leonardo winning or not winning for Wolf of Wall Street and then winning for The Revenant, maybe for Dune Part 3, they're just gonna hand Timothy out.
I don't know.
Or maybe years down the road, Timothy's gonna eat raw bison liver or some shit, and
gonna crawl into a bear.
7 years.
Timothy is now being sent into full psychosis, and he's gonna start doing some crazy shit for an Oscar going forward. So the Academy is gonna be looking out for him. They're gonna do 1054 him or something.
Well,
they're gonna 1051 him.
I want to talk about this really quick because I think you agreed with me a little bit, Tej. Make this show, and like if they make it in January, then obviously Michael B. Jordan maybe doesn't win. But to that effect, this show, the discourse got out of hand, man. The discourse got out of hand. Talk about that a little bit, because there was people online saying not only is Timothée Chalamet anti all art, and of course they went to at him again tonight at the Oscars, but like there is that, and then there was like discourse to the discourse saying, well, actually Michael B. Jordan's performance isn't that good anyway, and it's just BS. Like we've gone on too long. We've wrapped ourselves in a pretzel here talking about this damn award show, and eventually it all played out tonight. But like, you had a bit about that, Teach. This needs to be in like February.
This needs to be the week before the Super Bowl. Nobody cares about the Pro Bowl. You need to drop the Oscars right there on this week. Like,
yeah,
the fact that this calendar was so long and it felt like the awards preseason went so long, the discourse literally couldn't be contained. And in the last like 2 weeks, it just got absolutely disgusting. But look, Chalamet probably shouldn't have said what he said. And it sounds even worse when you listen to the clip. It's not one of those things where he was taken out of context. It sounds really bad. But, you know, like that stuff comes out and that stuff's going to muddy you up. But these are lessons that you learn as you run Oscar campaigns. You know, this guy's ran a legitimately good Oscar campaign at the beginning when he was winning stuff at the beginning of the precursors. People loved him and they liked his speeches. He didn't really get to go on stage again after that because Marty Supreme kept getting shut out at all these award shows. And then all of a sudden the discourse takes over. So let's please move this back closer into February. We don't need to be mid-March before we figure out who the Oscar winners are. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. We got people that are in the middle of filming. Krieger literally couldn't run an Oscar campaign. Luckily that Amy Madigan won anyway, but he couldn't run an Oscar campaign because he's making a movie because the Oscars are – is that shit going to be in April soon? Like, what are we doing with ourselves? Get this closer to the beginning of the year.
Sinners came out like 2 weeks from now last year.
That's insane.
Like, it's just is insane. I mean, congratulations to Michael B. Jordan. It does feel like people got tired of Timothée Chalamet's bullshit a little bit down the road there.
People fucking love Michael B. Jordan, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I said this like as soon as the award show formerly known as SAG Awards happened, and fucking Viola Davis was on stage literally hooting and hollering for Michael B. Jordan. It's like, people love that guy, man. Like, he's been in the industry forever. He's cool with everybody. Like, nobody's come out in the press and been like, oh yeah, I hate working with Michael B. Jordan. He fucking sucks. Like, everybody loves him. You know?
After that, it for sure felt like the momentum shifted.
Yeah,
a lot.
everyone's like, Michael B. Jordan is that guy. Like, Sinners is, you know, obviously not Best Picture, but like, it's one of the better movies of the year. Everyone fucking loved it. Everyone loves him.
He's like the nucleus of the movie.
This was
like,
his time.
The cell of it, and like he's the nucleus. So that him winning means that Sinner does win a lot.
Yeah,
it's a really good win for him, and also the movie itself and all the cast and crew.
So yeah, Timmy fumbled a bit, but also Michael B. Jordan is just that guy, and like, this was the time. This was that.
Timmy
movie.
will get one though. He will get one.
He's gonna get one.
He's gonna get one.
He's gonna get his pity one.
And Leo's gonna get another one. So like, everybody's gonna be fine. I don't know if Wagner Moura is gonna get another shot, but he ran a pretty great campaign, and I really like The Secret Agent, and so
Moura's
shouts
in
to
that
him.
Detroit Lions, you might not be back Like,
Yeah, that's how it feels. That's how it feels. That's a great comparison.
you might not be back.
Your offensive line got torched and like
Yeah, they
now
all
I don't know.
retired. All
Yeah.
center retired or something. Like
You might not make it back, but Timothy Chalamet, you'll be back.
There was a weird push it there for a minute that there was like an outside betting odds that Wagner Mora may actually come away with it, but I don't think that was ever going to come to fruition. It always felt like a 2-horse race coming down the track.
Honestly, yeah, I would have done Ethan Hawke over him. You know,
Do you see?
Have y'all seen Blue Moon? Anybody seen Blue Moon?
Nope, no, sir.
Nope.
Not a thing that exists. Not a thing. Not a thing that
I gotta
actually
watch
exists.
it though.
I gotta tell you, I will not be watching it now.
I will not be watching. Props to them.
Speaking of people that couldn't be bothered, Sean Penn wins Best Supporting Actor.
Sure.
This is my first gripe. This is my gripe. This is one of my gripes. I don't have a lot.
Let me hear it.
But first of all, everybody hates Sean Penn. He's the anti-Michael B. Jordan. He's the opposite of Michael B. Jordan. Everybody legitimately despises this guy, which is what makes him such an amazing villain in the role. I think he does a great job in the role. But the fucking guy can't even be bothered to show up to the Oscars. Just give it to Delroy. Like, he's right there. Just give it to him. If Sean Penn can't be bothered, he's got something more important to do. He's got to fucking be pen pals with El Chapo or some shit like that.
Well,
he wants to. He's got. What else has he got to do tonight, man? This guy stinks.
dude, he's doing some political charity and some I don't know. He's a crazy guy. He's surfing maybe.
He's in Iran.
That man has 3 Oscars now, guys. I just feel like history's not going to look well on that. This is his third Oscar. Yes, it is.
Mystic River, Milk, and now
Jesus Christ.
By the way, those other 2 movies are good, and those performances are good. I'm not shitting on those.
Is that my daughter?
I actually really like Milk. Like I think it's great. But Sean Penn having 3 Oscars, it's just one of those things that when you hear that, when your brain forgets that after tonight, and you're reminded of that in 7 years, you're gonna be like, that doesn't feel right. And I don't think that we had to give Sean Penn a 3rd Oscar, given these nominees that we had. It just feels weird to give Sean Penn a 3rd Oscar.
Having 3 MVPs or 4 MVPs or whatever.
Right.
It's like a little redundant. I mean, we know he's good now. Okay,
They literally gave Joel Embiid an MVP because they were like, Jokic has too much. Actually.
Yeah.
Where it like doesn't match up with the rest of like NBA history. It doesn't match up with the rest of like Oscars history. It's like, what do you mean LeBron James only has 4 MVPs and you're just like, and Jokic has what? Like,
Sean Penn getting a 3rd Oscar is like Bam getting an 83-point game. That's all I'm saying. We should look at it with the same level of scrutiny.
I mean,
Free throw merchant.
I mean, if you saw the performance that Bam put on, it was undignified. But Sean Penn's performance in one battle
that was
another,
dignified.
You
like black girls, I love them.
I was gonna say when he gets a boner within like 5 minutes of the movie starting.
No, Sean Penn's performance was incredible in one battle after another. I walked out thinking he's going to get nominated. He may even win. But there was also so many other players in the race that I would have been so happy with winning. Obviously, Benicio and Delroy. Defy Bloods, Delroy didn't get any recognition for that. So I was talking to Dex, and I was like, if somehow Delroy won for this category right now, that is the makeup for Defy Bloods, because he should have got nominated and won for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was a toss up. But I am happy with Sean winning it, because even though he wasn't there and he's an idiot and he's stupid and I don't know where he was tonight. He just put on an incredible performance you can't ignore. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I do think the performance was good. I did end up loving Benicio del Toro in that movie more because he's just more fun.
Yeah.
And they used the 2 small beers clip.
It's so good. He's so likable. Even just with 13 minutes of screen time, he kills it.
Best actress in a leading role, Jessie Buckley wins for Hamnet. It was never even close.
We out here.
No, I mean,
you know how good of an actress she is. She legitimately looked surprised that she won this award tonight. Like legitimately looked surprised.
She was like,
and I was
99% favorite.
There's no way she didn't wake up this morning thinking I'm about to win the Oscar, because everyone in the world knew that. Even the people who've never seen Hamnet knew that she was going to win this award. Yet when they said her name, she looked legitimately surprised.
We knew that like 3 months ago. Rose Byrne is great, and if I had legs, I'd kick you. And like, if she would have won, it would have been deserved. Like, she's fucking incredible in that. But like, we all knew Jessie Hamnet was winning this award. Like,
Jesse Hamnet.
that's her name, Jessie Hamnet.
Best animated feature, K-pop Demon Hunters. Duh.
Yeah, another.
Obvious.
We all knew it.
Super obvious. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, like I haven't seen. Admittedly, I haven't seen any of the animated movies that were nominated, but I was like, it's got to be K-pop.
You didn't watch Little Amelie?
Man,
I did not.
Everyone
I did
knows
not.
what
No,
that
sir.
is.
No, sir, I did not. No.
Literally, they named it, and I was like, I don't even remember that being nominated. Like when it first came out, I was like, I've never heard of this movie.
There was
before.
two that got presented, and me and Dex looked at each other. Were like, I've never heard of that.
K-pop Demon Hunters hits real hard, and shouts to
It's
them
so
for getting,
good.
I
for
will
getting
watch
those two
it. I
Grammys.
will watch it.
Those
K-pop
two
Demon Hunters
Oscars
is so
tonight.
good, and it took over the world. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just had to
I'm
give
gonna.
that
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna have to watch.
absolute banger of a film.
Zootopia 2 and Elio are now on Disney Plus. I watched Zootopia 2 finally last night, and I got to tell you, it isn't bad. But like we
No,
said
it's
in
not
our
bad at
last
all.
week's episode, nobody talked about it after it like came out. They're like, yeah.
It made like $2 billion, but like everyone was like, oh, okay, cool.
They're like, that's what the money is for. The Disney doesn't care.
Basically.
But we can run down some of these. Best animated short film, The Girl Who Cries Pearls, casting, one new award, like we said, casting, One Battle After Another. Cassandra Koulakundis wins that brand new Oscar. So that was actually interesting to see. They did a long bit on this on the
I liked
on the
that.
show.
I thought that was
It's a
awesome.
new award. Explain it.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
I did think that might be the spot where they give Marty Supreme some love because, like, they had people who have never acted before in Marty
Mhm.
Supreme, and they were all cooking. So I thought, like, they might be like, all right, like, we'll give Marty Supreme something
What-
here. But
Was Marty Supreme? Were they Irishmen?
I think
Yeah,
they
Yes,
got
they
Irish.
were.
They got Irishman.
They got shut out. I am here as the official representative on this podcast of the other Safdie brother who made Smashing Machine. The race is still on, brothers. Y'all thought that he was dead, but he is back alive like the Undertaker. He could still be the first Safdie brother to win an Oscar. The race is still on.
It's still going on. Who
That's
knows? It
fucking
may be
crazy.
for one day for best actor as well. Who knows? He might have acted in a movie.
Agamemnon in the Odyssey. Is he going to take it away?
Who knows? Maybe he puts on a crazy performance in that.
Hey, bro,
movie.
Christopher Nolan be getting people awards now. So
Yeah, no, like actors and actresses get awards in that movies now. So
So this one might have been the coolest award to me of the night so far. Again, I hadn't gotten to the rest of the big time awards, which I'll get to and watch the speeches here in a little bit. But cinematography, Autumn Durald Arkapaw wins for Sinners, which this one was really surprising because One Battle After Another had been going off in all of the other industry awards. I think maybe she won something, another industry award somewhere, but One Battle After Another had won like 5. And so they were the betting favorite. And so it may have come around that like, ooh, maybe Sinners gets back in there with this award. But that was really cool. Ryan Coogler goes and gets her son and runs him down to sit next to her dad or his father. And yeah, it's just a really cool moment for that.
The first woman to ever win that award, by the way.
Yeah,
Is it really? I was wondering.
Yes.
Okay.
The cinematographer. Yeah, it's really cool.
I said Roger Deakins is like Babe Ruth because Babe Ruth wasn't playing against black people, and but now we here, baby. Breaking barriers.
So this is where we kind of got off in our Oscar pool. We got off in a weird order because like I didn't go with my gut on the Frankenstein picks, mostly because like I just didn't care about Frankenstein. I don't care about Frankenstein.
Me neither. I like it, but me neither.
And Frankenstein came away with so many awards.
It won 3
I guess
Oscar
I'm the
awards
Frankenstein
tonight.
truther of this podcast, but
I
yeah,
guess you
man,
are.
like they made him a monster. They made Jacob Elordi like an ugly, gross monster. They were gonna win awards for that.
I mean, I feel like an idiot because I picked Sinners for all those technical awards, like costuming and productions, all those. And then when Frankenstein won those, I feel like an idiot because I was like, yeah, those are the best parts of those movies, and they're really good. It's Guillermo del Toro. He always excels in that category itself. So
He makes weird little freaks.
he does.
They said Elordi spent 400 hours in the makeup chair to do that. That's
what they said.
insane.
That's what they said. Yeah, I mean,
That's
I don't know if that was
insane.
maybe they rounded up a little bit. But yeah, that's what they said, and I mean, Elordi might have deserved an Oscar nomination just based on how much time he spent in makeup chair, but
And he got one.
the makeup,
He got
the
one.
makeup department, and hair department definitely deserves that award. So
Yeah, I couldn't be mad at that. I couldn't be mad at that.
I think
Costume
Ruth Carter already
design.
has one for Black Panther, so I was like, yeah, she's probably not going to get another one.
I picked Sinners for that one though. I mean,
Yeah, they win for makeup and hairstyling, costume design. What else did they win for? Did they win for set design as well?
Say it
too?
was set design, yeah.
Production design, yeah. So they win those three, and I knew I should have gone with my gut on that. But what I was thinking, and I'll just describe the process of picking this stuff. I was just thinking, it was like, okay, well, Sinners has to win something below the line. No, like it just like didn't. So it was interesting to see where they went with that. But just going down the list here, this is in alphabetical order for some reason. Directing, PTA wins Best Director.
Lifetime Achievement Award.
no.
Okay.
No.
Y'all argue it out. Argue it out.
No, I mean, sure. I mean, he's probably had better movies according to a lot of people, but he definitely deserves it because One Battle Enough. He just directed the shit out of it. He was possessed making it, writing it, and directing it. I think he deserves it. If it went to Cougs, obviously, that would have just been split down the middle. We've been very excited for both of them, but PTA, he has to have it. He needs it.
Yeah, I just feel like with Best Director, the last few years, they've just been like, okay, we're just going to give this to somebody who's been doing this for like 20 years, except Sean Baker. Sean Baker.
That was weird.
I don't know
that was
what
a
they
weird
were on.
one. Oh, he won like 4 Oscars and won that. It's weird.
I don't know
Yeah,
what they were on with Sean Baker.
He had
Everybody else has been like-
Billie Eilish, like Dex likes to say, the Billie Eilish.
Yeah, he was just holding them like like a man purse, holding them all. Yeah, so
But yeah, they were like, Christopher Nolan, you've been at this for so long. We're just gonna give it to you. Fucking, they just do this now, which I respect. But
the thing is, there have been many a times where PTA has deserved Best Director, and I know you're calling it a lifetime, but One Battle After Another is among the best movies in the last few years, in my opinion. And it just, he does deserve that recognition. It's like finally time to give him that recognition, but not in like a pity way, but like, all right, you've done it.
you
know
did it
what?
again.
Like, and this year, like, we're looking at all the nominees, not like they're, lackluster, but it's time to you maybe have the best movie according to a lot of people. So it's time to
Yeah,
give it to you.
not to split the baby between both of you, but I will say there is a couple of ways you can look at this. It's like, obviously he made a very prescient, important film at this time that is actually still really good. I think lost in all of this discourse is that One Battle After Another is a great movie.
It's really
Pretty fucking good.
And I think that is lost in all of this discourse, justified or not, but like, it is a great movie. He made a great prescient movie in a time that we live in. The problem is that it also went up against one of the most crowd pleasing artistic achievements in Sinners that we've seen in a long time at the same time. So it's like, could he have won in those other years? I mean, you go down the list and you're like, okay, well, he lost Best Director to No Country for Old Men and the Coen brothers, like when he made There Will Be Blood and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
he was like
It's
27.
a tough one. It's a tough one.
He's like 27 when he made Boogie Nights. Like, it was just all this stuff. Like, they weren't going to give it to him then. So
He also didn't get love for Phantom Thread, and I've just never really understood quite why that movie didn't. I just think that
Dude, he didn't get a lot of love for The Master.
Right.
I watched that a couple months ago, and the
Mhm.
Master's amazing. The Master's awesome. Like, PTA is just on it, man.
yeah, so I think there is the argument to be made that yes, this is a lifetime achievement award, but I think lost in all of this is that he made a fucking great movie in all of this too. So like,
I'm just hating. That's all.
no. Well, it's like, I think I got on here and when we talked about Sinners, and I wish we would have done a solo episode on it. I think we grouped it in with a bunch of other blockbusters that came out at the time, but I wish I would have talked about, or we would have talked about it on its own. But I think I said in that episode that it's like, Sinners is my favorite movie of the year. It's the best theater experience that I had. And I didn't quite have that theater experience with One Battle After Another, but I left One Battle After Another going like, kind of like how we did with this is to a lesser extent, but Lily Gladstone and Emma Stone
Mhm.
a couple years ago, where I was like, "Hate It Had to Be You."
Yeah.
You know what I
Hate to
mean?
be you.
Like I don't know how to describe it better than that.
I feel like both of them, like they were both of my top two films of the year. I just knew that I just never even thought of that Coogler would get into the director just because of who PTA is and how people view him. So I definitely think there's a part of this that is like a lifetime achievement award, but also like you said, one bad after another is great. It's not a perfect movie. I find myself I've rewatched both of them this weekend, and every time when that first 20 minutes of one bad after another like makes me like physically ill, it makes me cringe. But the movie is just so amazing versus like the Sinners, the best part of the movie is the first 45 minutes. So like that first 45 minutes, it just feels like you're flying. It's just like, holy shit. Like, but before we've even met Remick, like this might be the greatest movie I've ever seen. So Sinners was my favorite movie of the year, but when it came to Best Director, I just knew that this was PTA's moment and PTA's time, and that's what happens when you make a couple. Like PTA has made classics. I mean, so has Coogler, but PTA's been in the game longer and he's made classics. And it was clear from when the nominations came out that this was going to be the time, no matter what else happened with one battle or another. This was going to be the time where you're going to see Paul Thomas Anderson get on that stage with an Oscar, and he was actually really nervous. Well, actually, he was nervous. He was nervous.
He was nervous for the writing one,
for the writing one, because that was his first Oscar. He never won one before. You could tell it meant a lot to him because he was legitimately nervous about finally winning an Oscar when he's been nominated so many times but didn't get to actually win one. So I'm happy for him.
And on that note, like, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, why do the Oscars matter?" or whatever. Who cares? But like, they care a lot, you know. And like, you can see it on their face, like when they get up there. Michael B. Jordan was like super moved by it. Ryan Coogler was super moved by it. PTA was super moved by it.
Like, Michael B. Jordan was beside himself.
Like
when
this
he was almost speechless. He was almost speechless when he went up there and won his. So. Yeah, no, it means so much, these guys.
Yeah, you can hate all you want to on award shows and like, oh, we don't need validation from whatever, but it's like everybody really fucking wants this validation and they're moved by it when they get it, you know?
Yeah, going into the discourse, I did find going back to the discourse, I did find this like more people, and maybe this just due to the nature of the films that were nominated this year, more people cared about the Oscars, especially, I don't think this is just like a Twitter brain thing, but more people cared about the Oscars this year than they have in forever. And that may be because we found out that like Gen Z are the only people going to movies these days. And so they're online and they're talking about it. But like I did find that more people cared about it this year. And I do think that people kind of got a little bit lost in the sauce with the discourse because I don't think that people know who the Academy is and who votes for these things. I think they kind of think that like the actors, and some actors are in the Academy, but like that it's just like, or like journalists vote on this, or like regular folks vote on this for something, like it's the People's Choice Awards or something like that. And that's just not true.
Yeah.
And it's an industry award, meaning like the gaffer, if he's in the Academy, can vote on this. Like the people that design sets can vote on this. So it all in all, and I think people kind of looked at one battle after another in that way from a master filmmaker and decided it was its time. And that's kind of how we got here tonight after it won Best Picture. Sorry, moving on. Documentary feature. This one was a little bit surprising because I think for the longest time, The Perfect Neighbor was the front runner because it was the most seen one on Netflix. It was really kind of the only one that I watched. I meant to watch the Alabama Solution because it's on Max, but the one that wins is Mr. Nobody against Putin. And usually Tej is our documentary correspondent, but right now he's muted, so we can move on. Unless Tej, you have something to say?
No, the Perfect Neighbor. I'm glad The Perfect Neighbor didn't win, just because a lot that has come out about the making of The Perfect Neighbor is like super nasty.
Yeah,
about like how they made it, how they what kind of permissions they got from people to use this footage in terms of the people that were affected in that community. Obviously, that was a very affecting documentary. If you sat down and watch it, there's no way it wouldn't make you cry. It's extremely emotional. It's very well produced. It's very sentimental, and it very much pulls at your heartstrings. But I feel like it was one of those movies that you nominate because it was also easily the most seen of these documentaries. I mean, it was on Netflix, so like a lot of people saw it. But I don't think that's something you want to give an Oscar to and reward kind of the way that they seem to have put this film together. But you still want to nominate it because it's one, really good, but also two, a lot of people saw it. So, but I didn't expect it to win.
Teach, let me ask you, which one do you think you should have won? I haven't seen any of them.
I haven't seen. I've only seen. I've only seen the Perfect Neighbor and the one that won
Okay.
the Putin one, which is really good. Although this didn't really come to pass, but the guy at the center of Mission Nobody versus Putin, I think is the name of it. The guy at the center of it is like really eclectic, I should say. He's kind of weird in a way, and people thought that if that won the Oscar, it was kind of going to be an opportunity for this guy to get on the mic, and who knows what he's going to say. But he didn't say anything crazy or do anything crazy. But he's a super eclectic guy. But I thought it was well made. But I didn't see the other ones. So I can't. I don't know whether they were better or not.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the other ones. Yeah, I haven't seen any of them.
Documentary short film, All the Empty Rooms, film editing, one battle after another. This kind of swung it. I mean, I thought that after the Sinners win for cinematography that it would kind of swing back maybe in the way of Sinners, but obviously one battle after another gets a couple of below the line awards here. International feature film, Sentimental Value was kind of the front runner for a while, and maybe The Secret Agent following it up because it was also nominated for best film. But I watched Sentimental Value finally a couple nights ago or last night, and yeah, I get it. Tej, you've seen Sentimental Value. I mean, what do you think about that win?
First of all, I did not think that like it was worthy of 4 acting nominations, but I thought it was very, very well made. It was, and I figured it would win, although I probably prefer or slightly prefer The Secret Agent. I really like Sentimental Value. A movie about a fucked up family that happens to have a filmmaker at the center of it. Obviously, sits in the wheelhouse of a filmmaker, especially a filmmaker as talented as Trier is. And I just think that we have to keep watching Trier because I don't like Sentimental Value as much as I like what's the other one?
Worst person in the world.
The Worst Person in the World. I like that one a bit better. Same lead, but I just like the way that he makes films, and I think Sentimental Value was a worthy. I've only seen that one and The Secret Agent, but I thought it was just a really phenomenal movie. But I slightly preferred The Secret Agent, which I enjoy a little bit more.
Yeah, Sentimental. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Roy, go ahead. Oh,
no, I was just going to say Sentimental Value wins the award for most production involved at the front of a movie, most production cards involved at the front of a movie for any movie.
on the DVD or the still case or Criterion movie, you can put them all like what it's all nominated for.
Yeah.
To me, it really is just an acting showcase. The director is obviously really good with getting the best performances out of his actors and actresses, and that's what he did. That's why they got there's like 1 million nominations for the acting in that movie. I would place it probably in the middle of the ranking of Best Picture. It's okay. It's good. It's fine. It's a good family drama, but very, very good foreign film. I didn't see The Secret Agent. That was the only one I didn't see out of all the Best Picture nominees. And on our Oscars poll, that was the first one I selected because I didn't know that Sentimental Value was nominated for Best Foreign Film. But I would have picked Sentimental Value because it is really good. It's a really solid movie, really great writing, really great acting, phenomenal acting. That's honestly the thing that carries that movie.
Garrett, The Secret Agent might be right up your alleyway. Like it is right up your alley. I think you'll really enjoy it.
I was in a cabin a few days ago in Idaho, and I saw it on the Disney Plus. I didn't have time to watch it because it's 2 hours and 40 minutes.
It's long.
It's long.
I can't watch it right now, but I need to. I didn't have time to watch it. I was able to watch Hamnet this morning, but
what a film!
Yeah, but I got to watch Secret Agent. But I was able to watch Sentimental Value months ago, and it is good. It's worthy of the award. And all the nominations that came after that for acting, I thought everyone in that. It's really an acting showcase for me,
It is the most, and we use this term too much, but I think it's been said about Trier's films before. It's probably the most like human movie that you're going to have this year. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, obviously like Hamnet deals in
F1 exists, brother.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, something about 57-year-old Brad Pitt driving F1 cars felt very human.
I related related to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I drive in Houston. I relate to it.
You're right.
Because you never won anything.
So we don't have to talk about this because I don't think we watched the live action short films, but there was a tie.
That was fucking nuts.
I did not even think that was possible.
How does that happen?
It's
Ranked choice voting.
Years, I guess.
Ranked choice voting somehow split the difference there. It's like the 7th time in Academy Awards history that's happened.
Yeah, and the first guys that got called up there, they were salty as fuck. They were like, somebody else is getting this award? And then the ladies that came up afterwards were like, oh, fuck yeah. Like,
Dude, I think it's Bush League, honestly. Just decide on one, man.
Just pick one.
Pick one.
I want to know, did they tell Kumail before he went out there, or did he just have to do that on the spot? Because that they would have given that
he had to do that on the spot.
to the people that did if that would have been the people that did the La La Land and Moonlight Oscar,
they would
we
have
fucked that
all up.
Yeah.
I liked how immediately he was like, "This is not a joke. It's like we have
This
a
is
tie.
not a bit.
This is not a joke. Okay, I'm gonna announce one, and then they're gonna do their thing. And I'm gonna announce the other, and they're gonna do their thing.
They probably had to put that on the card.
A contingency
dead ass.
plan? Yeah.
Yeah, dead ass. Dead
Do
ass
not
is
panic.
a
Do
tie.
not panic.
We're gonna get through this. It's a tie.
Music original score. Ludwig Göransson is just a young goat now.
3-time
Bro, he's
Oscar
cleaning
winner,
up.
man.
He's on there, man. He's up there. I mean, Hans Zimmer was the one to recommend him to Nolan, and he was like, "Dude, no, I mean, I can't do Tenet, but this guy is awesome."
He's just been running it up.
And now he's up there with. I mean, he's won 2 Oscars now. I mean, he's awesome.
It's probably his last Oscar.
No,
It's like John Williams has been nominated 1,000 times and won like 4 or 5 or something like that. Like they just stop giving them to you at a certain point.
See, but
but-
the thing about Ludwig is he's a white guy that keeps doing the score for black movies. So it's like we're woke, but we're still giving it to a white guy. You know,
what was the first one he won it for?
it was Black Panther, right? Or
Yeah.
Oh,
Black
you might be
Panther,
right.
and then
You might be
then
right.
Oppenheimer.
You know, Dexter,
Yeah.
you have a point. Yeah, he's gonna get nominated for the Odyssey. He's not gonna win it. You know, because it's a movie full of white people. You know? Black
Well, he
Panther-
did win for Oppenheimer, so there's kind of a
Oh, wow.
flip the coin there. But no, it is interesting that he's won this. I will say this is just my biggest snub of it. The guy that made the score for Marty Supreme not being nominated
Daniel
goes up.
Timothy?
Yeah, goes up there with the what's the movie Challengers score that
No,
didn't get
I
nominated.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it on that level, but it did surprise me. But Challenger's score not making it is an all-time
Big snub.
awful
Challengers,
decision.
that was
Huge
crazy.
snub. Yeah,
Because the Challenger score, I just go back and listen to still.
yeah.
Like,
Dude,
it's-
Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, I believe,
Mhm.
the guys that did Social Network. Yeah, like they got stopped big time from that, and then Daniel
Challengers is just so good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and then Daniel Lopatin getting snubbed for Marty Supreme. It's a real thing. It's legit.
So we'll go down here. Best original song is Golden. So you'll hear that on the radio for about 20 more years.
Did y'all think it was weird that the performance for Golden came like in the middle of the broadcast? Because it felt like, like people are putting their kids to bed at some point. It feels like you want to get that in that first hour just because all the kids are awake and they get to see that. I thought that was a bit strange.
They wanted you to keep watching.
Also, like we were all sitting here and we were like, okay, they sung this way lower than they normally would.
Yeah.
And I respect that. It's live television. You don't want to be out here fucking up. But I was like, I wanted to try and hear them hit those notes live on camera.
All right. So we'll go down. Production design was Frankenstein. Sound F1. Yeah, baby, we did it.
Vroom, vroom.
What a fucking Oscar. We are back, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was almost obvious because they go, oh, I feel like he's all of that. It's like, that'll get you the Oscar.
Yeah, do that again. What was that? What was that? One more time. Perfect.
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Both big crashes they had in that movie, like they sounded fucking incredible. Like,
Did you
The
see it in
sound of that
Dolby?
movie is insane. I did. The sound in that movie is legitimately insane.
Yeah.
Racing sports, super trash. Racing movies, real goddamn cinema. Thank God F1 exists.
And now we all know it's just a big SEO plug because Apple now just owns F1 streaming. So that's kind of fun. But anyway,
Damson was there tonight. Damson was at the Oscars. Shout out to Damson getting great seats.
Yeah, he was on the front row.
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be a star. But I did kind of pick that Sinners I wanted Sinners to win this one just so I could be right in our Oscars pool. But again, trying to pick below the line awards. But I should have known. Again, I didn't go with my heart on the Frankenstein or my gut on the Frankenstein and the F1 picks. But F1 comes away with it. So Academy Award winner F1.
Best sound is just most sound. And you just gotta, just like sometimes best editing is the most editing, like when Bohemian Rhapsody won.
Also, Josh brought up an excellent point. He was like, I mean, it's the same guy who did sound for Top Gun Maverick, and that won best sound. So I was like, okay, all right. I mean, at that point, I was like, I'm very convinced it's winning best sound, and it's well deserved. It's well deserved.
Best visual effects, Avatar, Fire and Ash, whatever. Moving on.
Whoa! I haven't seen it yet. Go ahead.
It's funny because no one saw that movie and it made $1 billion. So I don't know what happened.
I did not see that film.
You know, Idaho, they don't have a lot of theaters around where I was, and I wasn't able to go watch it. But I will see it, and you can't put anything past James Cameron when it comes to visual.
You couldn't get Big Jim to give you a screener of it?
Dude, I wish, man. God, I wish. I deserve one. I deserve one. I'm the biggest truther. But, I mean, he develops new technology like pretty much every 10 years for new movies. So you got to give it to him. Maybe they're Sinners. I picked Sinners to win it.
Yeah, same. I did too.
Yeah. But, you know, I'll take Avatar, Fire and Ash, Oscar winner all day.
Maybe I did F1 for that too, because it's like sometimes you can't tell. Somebody did a featurette of it, and it was like the best visual effects are the ones that you don't see. And like a lot of those shots are actually like they sold it on Brad Pitt and Damson Idris are in these cars and driving around, and they did do that. But a lot of those shots are actually VFX, and you just don't realize it.
I did see that, yeah, and that could have very much won it. That could have very well won it as well.
I think that's what I picked, actually.
There was a lot. There was a bunch of people. I think they had to just give one to James Cameron just because. Or
no, they didn't.
Just been like, whatever.
He has enough. He has enough.
It's what the money is for.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Oh, I did pick
I'm glad that Avatar 3 is an Oscar winner. I'll take it every day.
And we have 75 more avatars to go. So
this was a zippy broadcast, man. Like this, it didn't feel like this broadcast. It felt like the speed limit we remained consistent with our speed limit, and it did lead to some very awkward moments where they cut the mic on people or turn the lights off on people. But hey, man, we got to stay on time. Sorry.
Who did they send to the Shadow Realm? Who were y'all talking about?
That was the best doc people.
Oh, maybe it was. But yeah, there was like a guy like jumping up and down, like, no, turn the music off. And
yeah, like basically like, please let me go. And they didn't. And I always hate that. But also I respect a snappy broadcast that's staying on. And it felt like we were in our bits, hit, Conan's go. And we got people out there. It was a very well-produced broadcast.
They had Conan literally up there like laughing at them playing somebody else off.
Dude, they were doing Conan dirty by cutting to him, and he was just like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, you want me to go take the mic from him? Like he's supposed to like turn to camera, but he's not going to interrupt him.
Like stop. Take the camera off me.
Okay, so two of the big ones. These are the ones we usually like: the writing adapted screenplay and writing original screenplay. We can't say he was completely shut out and he got his moment, which I kind of predicted on last week's episode that this would kind of happen. Is that this is where they award the up and coming filmmakers who they aren't going to give Best Director or Best Picture. Best Original Screenplay historically is that award. Ryan Coogler gets his award, and the room goes nuts.
Yep.
Yeah. I loved it. It well deserved. It's. I mean, I'm glad he got the award.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
That was sick.
Absolutely.
Didn't think he was going to get director, but him getting that one is huge because he's going to build off of that and he's going to do even better things from that. But he got his spotlight from that, well deserved.
Yeah.
Because also the other nominees were nowhere near the center script, in my opinion.
And if like it was another feel good one, he got up there and he was like, "Y'all got to sit down. I'm nervous."
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like,
It was cool.
It was dope.
He's just cool as hell.
Somebody as cool and calm as collected as he, and he's still up there, kind of shaking a little bit that he like gets that Oscar. It's like it's actually really cool. Who did the Photoshop of the Coke machine that was like, "Congratulations"?
Oh yes,
That was funny. With that.
writing adapted screenplay, and this is the one that you mentioned, Tej, that I said in the group message that he was a little nervous about. Paul Thomas Anderson gets best writing adapted screenplay, so he comes away with like 2 Oscars on the night personally. And I'm just unless he's the producer on best picture.
I think he technically got 3 because of
Yeah,
the
he has.
for
He
yeah,
has.
but you like you said 2 personally.
Yeah,
Writing
so
and directing, yeah.
So he gets the best adapted screenplay. He's really nervous actually when he's up there. Like he can't hold the Oscar. Like he's like fumbling it around a little bit.
Yeah, Dex is like he's stemming. It's like he is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and then of course the one. I mean, obviously he's a producer on the film, so like he's the guy that wins best picture. It is always funny that we wrap these things up with the best picture, and then it's like some nameless faceless producer gets up there and like wins.
Literally, you always think,
who are you?
Yeah, like who is that? The first person who's speaking, I'm like, who is this woman that's speaking? Like I know she's a producer, but like nobody knows who this woman is.
Not to discredit her or any of the other producers on any of the film, but like I think we gotta have like the director of the film probably, or the creator of the film, come in there and like talk about. I mean, obviously Paul Thomas Anderson is, and like last year or a couple of years ago, Christopher Nolan is for Oppenheimer, and I think Sean Baker was for Nora too. So it's like you have the creators up there, and more you see that. But like it is always funny, like the year that like La La Land, they thought La La Land won, and it was just some guy that we didn't know that was like, La La Land, you won. Or Moonlight, you won.
Moments ever. It's still so funny.
Man, I think they either need to have like the director or like the star of the cast up there, or they need to do a better job of explaining what the fuck a producer is. Like, what does that mean? Like, who are you?
Money.
What do you do here?
But yeah, so One Battle wins Best Picture. I don't know how to put this is kind of the fastest that we've gone through all of this, but I don't know how to put a tight bow on this other than to say somebody had a great tweet the other day, and I think they were maybe quoting somebody, I can't remember, that One Battle After Another, and I think I said this earlier, is the most timely film that we have, and Sinners will be the most timeless film that we have from this year.
Yeah, that is.
And I kind of think that's where we're going to sit. And it happens every year that the favorite film or our favorite films of the year don't always win Best Picture. It just is the name of the game. Luckily that we've said, One Battle After Another is a great film that I think has a lot of rewatchability. But it happens every year that and we lost Tej, but it happens every year that we have these films that we love that don't win Best Picture. But it will feel like to me that, I mean, 20, 30 years, if I have kids, they'll watch Sinners. We will watch Sinners on 8K, I don't know, projection screens into our faces or whatever it is, like behind our eyelids. Like that's what we will be watching Sinners. But like, you know what I'm saying is that I think that even though it didn't win, I'm glad it got 4 Oscars because it came away with something, and it will be remembered.
It will be remembered.
Yeah,
it won't be remembered as like, oh, it like was the most nominated film of all time and didn't win anything or whatever.
Like Marty Supreme.
Like Marty Supreme.
9 Oscars, yeah.
The Irishman or Tar or whatever. It's like, no, it won. Michael B. Jordan got his award. Ryan Coogler got his award. Like they did this together from the beginning. We saw these guys like Ryan Coogler basically burst on the scene with Michael B. Jordan as like his lead actor, and they like stuck together this whole time. Won these awards together tonight. And it's a fucking banger of a movie. Made a bunch of money at the box office. It's not one of those like, oh, this made $75 million on a $100 million budget or whatever. Like,
yeah,
it got the box office recognition, got the Oscars recognition, got the critics recognition. Like, it's submitted as an all-timer, and so is One Battle After Another.
I think a good litmus test for what Sinners is and how good it is across. For everyone, really, and it's a genre movie, and it's so good in so many different areas. I watched it with my dad. I was telling Dex this during the Oscars. I watched it with my dad, who is a conservative man, not a mean conservative man, but like he is conservative. I watched it with him, and he's like, "That's good." And I saw him again. I was like, "So you really like Sinners, huh?" And he's like, "Dude, I've watched it 3 times since." he was like, "I love that movie," and I was like, "Dude, this is my dad, white." conservative man in his 50s saw Sinners like 4 times in the span of like 2 weeks. Like that's how like that's what Sinners is. It's just a
Yeah.
good genre movie, great genre movie for a lot of people. You know, you like horror, you like romance, you like music, you like all these different all these different things. And it coming away with the awards it came with, that's the Academy showing like we're not just shutting you out. Like we are like we need to give you some kind of recognition because you are good. So I'm glad it won all the awards it did, and including Michael B. Jordan, who was fantastic in it.
That's Michael B. Jordan winning is one of my favorite Oscar wins in a long time.
It's cool as hell.
Like
It's
that
cool
was,
as hell.
like, that felt so good.
And his speech was so cool, calm and collected, and like he just he said all his thoughts. He was beside himself, obviously, and he said everything he had to say. It was awesome. It was really cool.
Did Timmy, did he cry? I didn't see.
They didn't show him.
No way.
Yeah,
They
he
didn't show him.
clapped. You know, he clapped a little bit, like when it first got announced, and then they just never showed him again.
Yeah, they didn't show him after that. Who knows?
Okay, so we got Teach back. All right.
He had Kylie next to him. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's doing all right.
Yeah, he was fine. He's hanging out. If he was crying, like he didn't have anything to cry about.
Well, Dex had that take. He's like, he said if Wagner Moura won, that Timmy may openly weep on the broadcast.
Yeah.
But no, he's got Dune 3 is going to make $2 billion. Like he's going to be all right.
Who knows? He might go.
Have you read anything about Dune 3?
Yeah, it seems like the script may be prohibitive of real Oscar consideration, just depending on how much of the book that they're going to put into Dune 3.
I do think,
so we'll see.
That Timmy's going to be one of those guys who they treat like he's supposed to win an Oscar for the next like 10 years of his career. So like he's gonna run into one.
He will get one.
He's gonna run into one.
Whether it be earned or not. I mean, he at this point,
half these things aren't earned.
He's earned it. He's earned a pity Oscar at this point.
He's gonna run into one.
Yeah.
Like I think Austin Butler is in that situation where it's like, ooh, maybe you don't get you one, but
Mhm.
No, yeah, he's got to be nominated for a few more. Like,
Timmy, it
Timmy's
feels
been
like
nominated
he's
for
gonna
3
run
or
into
4
one.
or something, you know. So, it's
So Michael B. Jordan, like what's next for him? Because now it's like he rocket ship, dude. It's like obviously he was a
Black
star.
Panther 3 is next.
Miami Vice, baby.
Miami,
Miami Vice.
He's a director now, remember? So he's got his directing going on.
Yeah, he's doing the remake of
Thomas Crown Affair.
Thomas Crown Affair. Yeah, he's doing that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
didn't
I Am
know that.
Legend.
That's cool as hell. You know what? Hey, best director nominee coming in.
Best director, Michael B.
Yeah,
Jordan?
who knows?
So he is doing he is currently filming and directing the Thomas Crown Affair, Miami Vice. He is rumored to be in. He was maybe going to do a Rainbow Six off the back of that awful movie that he did Without Remorse. But hey, I mean it could be good. But Creed 4 in pre-production. I Am Legend 2 in pre-production, guys.
Is that ever coming out?
I think so. I think it's going to actually.
I Am Legend.
I too am Legend. It's
Yeah.
good, baby. And they're gonna use the ending that didn't make
it to theaters. Yeah,
Yeah.
you had to watch on the DVD.
Because I saw the movie in theaters when I was like 9 or 10, and Will Smith for sure blew himself up. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like, I remember I was like, what are they doing with like Will Smith is coming back, and they're like, we're using a different ending. I'm like, that ending should okay.
The funny thing about that is that
do you want, man?
the ending that they chose to use, they chose to redo the ending where he blows himself up and sacrifices himself.
Yeah.
And they had the alternate ending, quote unquote, is the one that they had in the movie originally.
Yep, and audiences hated it.
And audiences hated it.
It's better though.
And 20 years later, people are like, actually, that other ending is better.
Never listen to the audience, dude. The audience
doesn't know
stupid.
shit about shit.
Yeah, just do what you do. Feel like, follow your gut. You should have followed your gut in that one. It was a better ending.
So
Now
Michael B.
Now you got to explain why Will Smith is alive and be like retcon an ending that came out in theaters. Not like people remember or anything, but all right, whatever. I Am Legend rant over. Sorry.
Well, what they're going to do is they're going to start the movie with the alternate ending and then go
Somehow
into
Palpatine
Yep.
returns.
Yep.
Somehow Will Smith's returned.
You bringing up Palpatine returning just pissed me off. It still hurts me so bad
Hey,
what they did in
hey,
that
you're
film.
telling me, Teach. You telling me, all right? Hey, man, you're telling me.
Literally, they just had Oscar Isaac be like, somehow Palpatine returns. Like, what the fuck?
Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Movie's a disaster.
How do
So
y'all feel about the fact that now we're a year out? Honora was your Best Picture winner, and we got to see Mikey Madison tonight, who also won Best Actress. And have y'all revisited Honora in the last year? What are your thoughts about that? Because I'm still very, very, very high on Honora. I would have it below one battle after another in terms of quality, but I'm still very high on Honora.
We were talking about this earlier. I would have Honora like middle of the pack of these Best Picture nominees this year, but like I'm still not mad at it winning Best Picture. It does feel weird, like going back and being like, "Oh, Sean Baker won 4 Oscars in one night. He's like Walt Disney." Like that doesn't feel right, but it's still a great movie. And Mikey Madison, I'm higher on than Honora overall. So like, it's her popping out. Literally, I was like, "Hi, Mikey, love you."
yeah, we hadn't seen her in a year. She hasn't been in anything. She just like won that Oscar and was like, I guess I'll go do a Star Wars or something. And we'll see her in 2027. But yeah, this always is the case where the films that win are just a product of the year that they're in. So Honora winning isn't that surprising to me for that year, like we've mentioned before in previous podcasts. Now, would it have won this year? No chance. Absolutely no chance. So
coughing baby gets hydrogen bombs.
Right.
For another
for sure.
But
yeah, so I'm not down on Honora at all. I think people on Twitter have been irony poisoned by that movie, but I still think it was a great time in the theater. We all saw these things, guys. I think people that watch 2 movies a year get on Twitter and are like, actually, I have an opinion that PTA movies won't be talked about anymore. And I'm just like, yeah, classic things we don't discuss. The filmography of Paul Thomas Anderson. I don't know. But normally, Garrett, this is your first appearance, I think, on the One Take podcast. Normally,
welcome, Garrett.
Yeah, normally we wrap up with what we've been watching, and we've already gone like an hour into the podcast. It's kind of the quickest.
You want to know what I've been watching, brother? I've been watching Chase Infinity. My God, that is a gorgeous fucking woman.
Chase Infinity.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh my gosh. She needs to be more like immediately. She's a star. Honestly, she could have been nominated tonight. Like, she could have been. I'm surprised she didn't, but in the future she will be nominated.
She should have run in talented supporting actress for sure.
Yeah, perfect. I will say what I be watching. I was really busy with my job in Idaho. The last thing I watched was a movie called Bully by Larry Clark, and he's the guy who made Kids. And yeah, he made Kids.
Fuck.
And Bully was a movie that he made in 2001. It's based on true events, and it's almost like an exploitation film, like with teenage kids as well, like about in West Hollywood, Florida. And
I've heard about this. Yeah, where I don't want to like spoil it for anybody, but it's based on true events because they like kill a kid and then try to like hide it, right?
Yeah, it's a group of kids who are hanging out, and they're like, "Our friend is a bully. Let's murder him." And so the whole movie's about them murdering. Yeah, about like, and it's really disturbing. It's really exploitative. It's like a hard watch, but almost like you can't take your eyes off of it. Kind of, it's really raw. But and when I learned it's based on true events, I couldn't take my eyes off of it even more. But it's a tough watch, but very unique watch. It's really good, really good. The acting isn't great, but they don't find, Larry Clark doesn't find all good actors. He's just like who fits what I look, whatever. But yeah, Bully is the last like original movie I just watched. I watched Hamnet this morning, but that didn't count. Bully's the last one I watched.
Dex, what are you watching?
I went and saw The Bride a couple weeks back, the Jessie Hamnet movie where she plays the Bride of Frankenstein and Christian Bale as Frankenstein. A lot of people hate it and are like, this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. People thought like it might ruin her chances of winning Best Actress because it was
voting closed on March 5th. That didn't have a chance to ruin anything.
But I was like, it's not that bad. Like, like it's not a good movie at all. But like I had fun watching it. It's directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. she's capable of much more, and we saw that with like The Lost Daughter or whatever the last movie she directed was. But yeah, it's very funny, and it's like intentionally funny, and I don't think people realize that like it's supposed to be funny. It's not supposed to be scary, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting time. They were in there just fucking around, doing whatever the fuck they felt like, because I'm sure that filming Hamnet put a strain on her life, and she was like, "I'm gonna just get real weird with it while filming The Bride." So yeah, like a C- movie, but like not a bad time. I would recommend it.
Are
Also been
you
watching a lot of Big Brother, Big Brother season 27.
Let's go.
And I've been really enjoying it, so I'm gonna start doing that all the time.
are y'all aware of the concept of norbiting?
Yes,
Like the movie Norbit?
Yeah.
Garrett, are you aware of this concept?
No, I know the movie Norbit. But I
So
don't know this
yeah,
movie.
obviously the cinematic classic Norbit, who could forget,
Right,
starring Eddie Murphy.
Of course.
Yeah. So Eddie Murphy was in line and probably should have won an Oscar for Dreamgirls. I believe that would have been 2006. Somebody help me out. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So he was in line to win Best Supporting Actor for that. Norbit came out a few months or maybe a few weeks even before the Oscar ceremony or Oscars voting began, and it was so critically panned that it cost him the Oscar. That he believes, and many believe, that cost him the Oscar.
Oh man. Oh gosh. If I was Eddie, I would have been like, dude, push it back a couple more weeks. Come on, dude.
Yeah, people thought that would happen to Jessie Buckley for The Bride. but
Right.
No, we out here.
No.
You can't take it away from her. She was great in that movie.
Dex, I need you to have some respect and not watch that much Big Brother.
It's so good. It's real television, man. Like it's shitting on Love Island. I'm sorry. Like Big Brother.
That's a low bar.
It is a
T,
low bar, but like that's the top of reality TV, man. Like
T, do you want to talk about Paradise?
All right, man.
no spoilers.
Listen, no spoilers. Paradise is not given this season, bro. It's that whatever the fuck they're doing in that writers' room is some bullshit. It's a lot of flashbacks. It's just I'm not season 2 so far is not treating me very well. This is Midadice. I'm not loving this season. I also saw Undertone today, which is the audio horror film from A24. People have been saying it's the scariest movie of the year. It's not fucking scary at all. In fact, it's a piece of shit. That film stinks.
Oh
I
shit.
hated it. I absolutely hated it. I started my day. I'm like, I'm going to see some real cinema. I'm going to go home and watch the Oscars. Undertone is garbage. Like, it's absolute garbage. I
Damn.
did not love it. I
Dude,
don't see what people are seeing in it, but that's what I've been watching. I'm watching a lot of TV. The Pit is still fucking great. Season 2's been really phenomenal. I'm really loving it. I'm watching The Pit. Industry is gone, but I'm still watching The Pit. And I need to tap into the other HBO shows, DTF St. Louis and Rooster, but I haven't tapped into those shows. Yet.
Yeah, I've been. Go ahead.
Is Paradise the Sterling K. Brown show?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
That's all right. All right. It looks good.
Season 1 was good. I haven't started season 2 yet.
It has taken a wild turn here in the second season from from an even wilder concept that it started at.
Yep.
Sounds like Midadice. That's what I heard. So
Yeah, people are saying.
yeah. people are
So
saying.
unfortunately, we're not getting the same level of cinema we got in season 1.
So yeah, I've seen a few films for in the brief time that we've been away, but I did watch Zootopia 2, like I mentioned. I mean, the Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, so on and so forth. Last night I watched Hoppers.
How was it?
I think it's the best shit that Pixar's put out in like 5 years.
Really?
Is
Yeah.
is that a low bar or is that a good thing?
Low bar.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, we love Turning Red on here, but I think it's probably the best thing that they put out since like Turning Red.
Yeah, we love Turning Red. We love well, I love Inside Out too. I won't speak for y'all, but
It was Inside Out 2 is Pixar, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so that maybe that's okay. Maybe that's disingenuous, but I thought like original. Let's couch it with this original concept that they have put out since Turning Red. Like we love the sequel slop on here, but I think it was probably the best. It's probably the funniest movie that they've ever put out, which was I don't know what you compared it to, but like it was like a straight up comedy, like an oddball comedy. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Let me see what else that I mean, Paradise, I'm on episode 3 right now. The Pit is still going strong. My Twitter feed is just adjusted to just giving me Pit fan accounts. So that's really fun. Of course, now we have the Ice episode coming up. So I'm sure that's going to be well and good that they put into the show. Let's see. Teach dropped and is coming back.
Now that I'm back in Houston, I'm planning on taking how many episodes of the Pit season 2 are out? Is it all of them or no?
All of them. It's like 9 of them. I think 9 of them. So
okay, because I'm planning on taking a Colorado vitamin soon, and we're just doing a whole shift with them. You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Tej, we need to talk about it. Did we both rewatch Sicario?
I definitely rewatched Sicario. That shit fucking bangs, bro. That shit, it's just fucking bangs. They have Kaluuya on set, and they're not even fucking using him. That's how amazing that movie is.
Yeah, he kind of gets like bitched around a little bit in that movie by like everybody, and he just is like thrown to the wayside. But meanwhile, speaking of Benicio del Toro, cinema, absolute.
He should have been nominated for that movie. He should have been nominated.
Really underlooked movie when it came to the Oscars. I think that
I for sure, absolutely, and it was an October movie too. Whatever year it came out in October. That should have been enough for at least a few Oscars, and I don't think it got any recognition.
I think it comes out a little bit later. I think people are really talking about it in a real way, especially with like what we have going on with the border now. I mean, the problems of yesterday are still the problems of today, but like I think people talk about that movie in a real way. Now, Taylor Sheridan has since changed his opinions about a lot of things in real life, so I don't know if they awarded it in the same way or if he makes the same movie for that.
There's no way he makes that shit today, but I'm glad he made it when he did.
Well, you listen to the rewatches about it, Teach?
Yeah, I did.
And it seems like that Villeneuve and everybody just cut half of his script out.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure that felt a lot more like a Landman does, or a lot like what is that Lioness does?
Lioness,
in terms of his politics before they started to move stuff around in the script. I'm absolutely sure that there was a more right-wing, hell yeah, brother slant going on with some of these immigration issues that are present in the movie for sure.
But the moment at the border, I think, is some of the best scenes is of the last decade. When they have the border crossing scene, I think it's some of the best shit.
So the level of tension they're able to build on that scene is just absolutely amazing. Just the fact that you're looking around, but it's also that's where you can feel the Taylor Sheridan of it all, because the people they cast as the bad guys look so fucking like, oh yeah, I just look over at that car, I see 4 dudes with tattoos everywhere all over their faces. Yeah, that I think that's a car with a gun. Dude, I think that's the one.
They saw a guy with a tattoo above his eyebrow, and they were like, "Be alert." By the way,
no, that movie, it's fantastic, and I mean, that and Hell or High Water and Wind River, I've talked about it ad nauseum on this podcast, but I think it goes as like sort of the best trilogy of movies that we've had in this past decade that I don't think enough people talk about. And I think all 3 of them are on Netflix, so you should check them out if you haven't seen them. But yeah, I think that has been what we're watching. We have all gone long already. That has been the 98th Annual Academy Awards, 2 years away from 100. I'm sure that we will have the best slate of movies for 100 and not like slop for the 100th Annual Academy Awards. But yeah, overall,
by Paramount, Warner, Discovery Brothers.
Yeah, Scream 7 front runner for Best Picture so far.
Best documentary will be Melania 2. It's coming.
Too Melania, Too Furious. So. Overall, that puts a wrap on. I know we're 3 months into 2026, but that puts a wrap on 2025. What do we make of the year in film?
It was a great fucking year.
Good year.
It was a really great fucking year, actually. I liked all 10 of the Best Picture nominees. Quite literally, without even really reservations, can say I liked all 10 of these movies. I'm sure I would rank them, differently than maybe some people would, but I can legitimately say I liked all 10 of these movies. There was no Power of the Dog here. There was no fucking Zone of Interest here. There's always one piece of shit film that gets in there. There's no fucking The Green Book in here. Like, these are legitimately 10 great films with great performances. And so just that alone just shows you how great of a year it was. Not even to mention films like Weapons, who were not nominated for Best Picture, but man, how much fun did we have fucking like Weapons is so fun. It got recognized. Great movie year, a pretty good Oscar year, a pretty good broadcast. I can't say anything more than that.
Yeah, one of my favorite Oscars broadcasts in a minute. I'm usually the guy that's like, we don't need a host, whatever, whatever. But Conan did a great job.
Yeah.
I love some of the bits they did, bringing back all the bridesmaids, bringing back like, you know, some of the other people that they brought back to present, like Mikey Madison popping out, like just made me so happy, like all that kind of shit. Like this is a great broadcast, great year.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the in memoriam giving. Like we had like the most amount of popular
Movie to
celebrities
tears.
die this year. So yeah, all in all, it was crazy.
Billy Crystal talking about Rob Reiner was like, that's a good start.
That was beautiful, man.
Yeah,
That was
man, it was
legitimately
good.
beautiful.
He was very eloquent. It was nice. And then Barbara Streisand starts singing about Robert
Broke me
Redford. Yeah,
down.
man, it's really nice.
So that has been the 98th annual Academy Awards reaction. We will have this up on YouTube, or it will be up on YouTube already. We'll share it on Twitter once the episode drops. Like, download, rate, subscribe. Dex, as always, what are we doing?
Hashtag support Florence Pugh. We're coming for our Oscars soon, baby.
All right, we are out.